done found our groove. You can come get with it too. It's the crew.
Yo, what's poppin', Crew Nation? You already know who it is, what it is, and what we do, baby. It is your boy Jay, and today we are talking about Indie Tribe and Invite Only. No Big Deal and Aaron Knight, Brandon Boone. We all know that whole situation that happened not too long ago. We brought you all that news. If you don't remember, you all should go back and watch that video. But really quickly, man, I know y'all are asking. Your boys have had a very long week. First, my laptop broke. For those of you all who know, man, yeah, it's just kind of one of them things, man. It went to laptop heaven. However, you guys have been killing it. Okay, Crew Nation has been showing up for the gang. I see you. Thank y'all so much for those who have donated already to help us get a new laptop to continue giving you all dope content. If you all haven't yet or you all would like to, that link is in the description below. Go ahead and do that. On top of that, yeah, man, y'all heard about it, the 100-mile-an-hour winds that we had that knocked out half our city's power. We were without power for a few days, man, and it kind of cost us some engagements, but it is what it is. Hey, thank y'all for y'all prayers, man. Thank y'all for checking on us. We back up and running, man, and we ready to give y'all what y'all want, man. Hey, if you can't donate using the GoFundMe link, you all can Cash App the Crews Hip Hop Corner. Yes, that is the Crews Hip Hop Corner Cash App. Y'all can go ahead and do that as well, man. We love y'all and everything y'all doing, man, and we can't wait to give y'all this together, man. We coming up with some dope ideas, man, so make sure, we got some dope things on the way, so just make sure that y'all stay locked in with us. But I know why y'all are here, so let's get into it. Now, No Big Deal finally speaks out about the information or about the situation that happened between Indie Tribe and Invite Only. Now, look, just to catch you all up to speed, if you all do not know, Holy Smoke Fest is no longer Holy Smoke Fest. It is just Smoke Fest, which means that everybody is invited. Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg, Willie Nelson. Smoke Fest is here, and it is, in fact, happening. And nobody exactly knew why that was happening. Everybody had their, wonderings of why is this happening? Oh, a rebrand. That's dope. But after that, nobody really understood why that happened. And if you all remember, we kind of walked you all through that. But I'm here to tell you all of things that I've seen, things that I've noticed, things that I've heard. Look. So let's just catch you guys up. Well, what happened? Well, a little bit ago, let's say about 6 to 7 months ago, there were tweets rolling back and forth, and, they weren't kind to each other. And, people said some mean things, and it happens, but ultimately we all came to find out that the partnership of Invite Only and Indie Tribe had dissolved, that it was not that anymore. And so when we fast forward, they changed their name, and, it was okay. Hey, we didn't hear much of this. Now, look, and we really didn't know at the time why these things had initially broken down. Then we fast forward and we see Mr. Miles Minnick, and Miles Minnick is being harassed by Coachella as they are forcing him to deactivate several different accounts associated with his festival, which he did in fact name Glowchella, which was a bite off of Coachella, but it was kind of like he didn't need it, but it was real dope like situation. But hey, we're here, and he says that he's going to stand and he's going to make that festival still happen, and said festival, which is now called Glowfest, it is popping off. It's sold out. And so he, knowing that Indie Tribe had their same issues with something along these lines, decided, let's make a song together. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but the last time that Miles Minnick made a song with someone who had just recently been through some issues, Lecrae, he chose to address those issues on that record. And this was no different, as No Big Deal chose to directly address the issue. Like the thing is, so some people rap and then they throw a couple shots and move on. No Big Deal really had his sights set on what he wanted to say and how he wanted to deliver this. And I'm sure he went over these lyrics several different times. But he chose this time to use the entire verse. Not a little, not a lot, but the whole damn bottle. He chose to utilize his entire verse and talk about the situation that happened. Now, this is particularly interesting because I remember a little bit ago, again, we never really got the conclusion to exactly what happened. No one actually spoke out directly about this outside of saying, hey, Holy Smoke Fest is not dead. It's called the Smoke Fest now. It's not dead. You guys need to be at Smoke Fest. After that whole situation happened and nobody really spoke out, I remember BYOD or someone within that camp stated that there would be some form of some statement. I remember hearing something, if I'm not mistaken, about some statement that was supposed to be released, but that statement never got released, and the issues or the situation kind of died down. No one ever brought it up ever again. But then we have No Big Deal. As I stated, I don't know what it is about Mr. Miles Minnick, but apparently being on a record with him is the green light to address anything that is going on within the genre. And it looks like that's exactly what happened here, Mr. No Big Deal. We've already talked about this. Let's go ahead and get into this.
Why they even want to play with us? It was cool till they try to take the name from us. Hey, don't you know the smoke still holy? Try to cut me out the deal, now I own it with the brodies.
So if you take Exhibit A, you would see that according to this, they tried to take the name, as he says so eloquently, and they tried to cut him out of the deal. Now, if you guys want to put a little bit of this together, now I remember hearing something along the lines of, BYOD might have been asking for more money and Indie Tribe wasn't having it, but Indie Tribe was kind of like feeling themselves. So these are the rumblings that are going around within the space. But my thing is that it's very easy to do, right? BYOD, the people who fronted the festival to begin with, of course is going to want a bigger slice of the pie. Hey, the deal that we made was based on where you are at the time that we made said deal. You are a bigger deal now, so let's do a little bit of a negotiation. And Indie Tribe, was in the right as well. Like, hey, okay, we too understand our value is much larger, but we're not going to take the short end of the stick. It somewhere should be something like a 50-50 split or somewhere off in there. And those are the things that, as I've been able to, these are the things that I've been able to kind of piece together, okay? But at the end of the day, no one actually said anything publicly. But again, we do have No Big Deal, who clearly says that that's exactly what happened. And so they decided to take back everything that they felt was being taken from them. They're still having the festival. They just changed the name a bit slightly to be a bit more inclusive. And here we are now. Now look, No Big Deal is no stranger of throwing shots on records. As we all know, not too long ago, a little bit ago, shortly after Indie Tribe, the first edition, had broken up, No Big Deal sent shots to What Up RG's way, and Mr. What Up RG also sent shots back. Hey, it was a fun time. And No Big Deal seemed to remember that moment, and so, as I stated, Mr. Miles Minnick just has a way of allowing artists the green light to fire off shots as much as they like, and it's going to be a bop. And so Mr. No Big Deal completely had a you can gaze into the future, and he was actually looking at the past, and Mr. No Big Deal remembered, oh yeah, I did that, I'm going to do this. Now these are the only two times that have been very clear. I'm sure that there may have been a lot, but this is rap, guys. Hey, don't get upset. This is rap, this is hip-hop, this is expression, right? And it fits the song very well. I mean, Miles Minnick was talking about his situation and how he's still gonna have the festival no matter if Glowchella, knocked down Instagrams. And so No Big Deal was kind of like, hey, yeah, us too. Like, they tried to cut me out the deal, but I got my own, boss type stuff. That's the kind of things that you talk about when you're on that level. And so that's what he did. Now, was No Big Deal wrong? Well, not really. I would say it's kind of wild that BYOD didn't get the chance to actually put out said statement for whatever reason. And No Big Deal speaks first, and he's like, yo, they tried to take it from me. They tried to cut me out, but it ain't work. So what, does BYOD have to respond? Yes, I would say they have to respond, because if not, this narrative or what was being put out at this moment is going to be said. And look, they said CHH is dead. I'm sure they're not worried about kind of the way this sets them up within Christian hip hop. They're doing a lot of big things outside of it. So really, I guess you don't have to, but do you really want that right now? I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want that narrative to continue to run around. So I might address it in a little bit of a way. Go ahead and put out the statement for what you were going to put out in the beginning. But yeah, that's what I would. Now, I would say, I'm surprised. Mr. John Keith had just came off of a hard week where he battled it out with MAGA rapper Bryson Gray. And so I expected him to keep that same energy, but he left it alone. Okay, cool. He left it alone and rapped in generalities a little bit. He kind of said his bar at the very beginning about the smoke still being holy. Like, he kind of still said his in the beginning, but otherwise he just dropped some dope bars and vibed out to the record. I'm not mad at that, but am I surprised with No Big Deal doing this? Surprised is a strong word, because he's done it before. I surely didn't expect him to address this. I mean, I definitely thought that this whole situation was dead, but apparently he chose the Lazarus Project. What do you all think, man? Let me know what you all think. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, put it in the comments, and it's on.